Welcome to the Blessed Code, where every story, every word, and every moment unlocks the divine truth hidden within the Bible. Here we bring Scripture to life one story at a time, revealing God's timeless wisdom and the blessings written just for you. Today we begin with one of the most profound moments in all of creation history, the beginning. Before there was light, before time began its first beat, there was only God, eternal, infinite, unchanging. The universe lay still, suspended in the silence of nothingness. There was no sound, no sky, no shore. Only the Spirit of God hovered over the deep, waiting to speak. Then from eternity itself, a voice broke through the void, the voice of the Almighty. As Genesis 1:3 declares, "And God said, 'Let there be light.' In that instant, brilliance shattered the endless dark. Radiance poured through the emptiness, chasing shadows that had never before known defeat. The first sunrise of creation painted the face of nothingness with glory. God saw the light, and it was good. He separated light from darkness, naming one day and the other night, and evening and morning marked the very first day of time. Light was not just brightness. It was revelation, the unveiling of truth. In that first command, God revealed his nature. He brings clarity where confusion reigns. Every ray of sunlight since carries the memory of his voice. The same God who filled the heavens with light can still illuminate the darkest hearts. As 2 Corinthians 4:6 reminds us, "For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' made his light shine in our hearts." From that moment on, darkness would never again rule unchallenged. Wherever his word is spoken, light still answers. When the second dawn arrived, creation stirred again. The voice of God rippled across the waters. He commanded the chaos to part, and the waters obeyed. A great expanse unfolded between them, forming the sky a boundless blue arch stretching from horizon to horizon. The heavens took shape like a divine canopy, separating the waters above from the waters below. Clouds gathered, the air began to breathe, and winds carried the rhythm of his voice. The sky became the breath between heaven and earth, the unseen bridge that connects what is above to what is below. As Genesis 1:8 records, God called the vault sky, and there was evening, and there was morning the second day. The heavens glowed with new identity. No longer void, they shimmered with expectation. Every breeze that would ever blow was born in that moment, each gust a whisper of divine order. The air itself became a message of balance, gentle yet powerful, invisible yet sustaining all life to come. The sky was not empty. It was a promise. It spoke of connection of prayers that would one day rise and blessings that would one day fall. God had begun shaping the atmosphere not just of earth, but of relationship, the space where creation and creator could meet. The third dawn rose, and the voice of the Almighty spoke once more across the deep. The waters trembled as his command echoed through creation. The depths shifted and gathered, obeying their creator. Land emerged firm, bold, and strong. Mountains rose like giants from the sea. Valleys stretched wide, and rivers carved their first courses. The earth began to breathe. God called the dry ground earth, and the waters that gathered he named seas. And just as Genesis 1:10 declares, God saw that it was good. Then with a word, the barren soil bloomed. From its dust came green wild grass rolling like waves across plains. Flowers bursting into color, trees rising toward the heavens. Seeds carried the secret of continuity, each one containing life yet to come. The earth transformed from silence into song, clothed in beauty and abundance. The once empty ground now sang a new melody of life. In every leaf that unfurled, every petal that opened was evidence of his divine design. As Genesis 1:11-12 reveals, Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it according to their kinds." And it was so. Life flourished across the land, perfectly balanced and self-sustaining. The earth had been prepared a stage set for every creature yet to come. The fourth dawn came wrapped in brilliance. The heavens waited for their adornment, and the Creator did not delay. He stretched out his hand, and fire was born in the sky. The sun ignited, flooding the world with warmth and gold, ruling the day with power and light. The moon rose to follow, soft and silver, a guardian of the night. Then, scattered across the vast expanse, the stars took their place, countless, radiant, and eternal. As Genesis 1:16 declares, God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. The galaxies spun in obedience, their orbits, their distances, their light all perfectly balanced. Even the night now had meaning, for it reflected the light of the day. The same hand that shaped the human heart had written the mathematics of the cosmos. And these lights were not merely decoration. They were signs, divine instruments to mark seasons, to guide travelers, to teach time. The heavens were now a living calendar, a cosmic testimony of order. The sun to rule the day, the moon to guide the night, and the stars to remind every soul of their Maker's vastness. As Psalm 19:1 proclaims, "The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands." And so the balance of heaven and earth was complete. Day and night, light and shadow, motion and rest, each one moved by divine command. The universe pulsed with rhythm, a harmony that would never fade. God looked upon his work and smiled. Evening came, morning followed, and it was good. The fifth dawn came with anticipation. The waters that had once lain silent now stirred beneath the gaze of their Creator. Then, with a word that rippled through the deep, life began to move. Genesis 1:20 declares, "And God said, 'Let the waters teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky.'" The oceans awakened with color-silver schools darting beneath the surface, coral bursting into radiant life, and mighty whales rising with thunderous grace. Above, the skies opened wide as wings took flight, eagles soared into dawn, doves glided on calm winds, and sparrows danced like sparks of joy. Creation was now in motion, alive, fluid, and free. And God blessed them. As Genesis 1:22 says, "Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." With that blessing, the oceans roared with vitality and the skies shimmered with sound. The Creator smiled. His world now pulsed with the rhythm of life. The seas sang their deep songs, the air was filled with melody, and creation echoed back, "It is good." The sixth day arrived like a sunrise over promise. The ground, warmed by light and rich with seed, awaited its purpose. Then God spoke once more, and the land trembled with life. Genesis 1:24 tells us, "And God said, 'Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds.' From the dust came herds of cattle grazing in peace, beasts thundering across plains, and creatures both wild and tame taking their place in balance. The jungle stirred, the deserts shifted, and forests breathed. Each one was different, perfectly formed, perfectly fitted to its home. The earth was alive with purpose and diversity, designed in flawless harmony. Yet even in all its beauty, something was missing. The animals moved, but none could reason. They breathed, but none could commune with their Maker. The earth was filled with life, but not with reflection. Then, as if heaven itself held its breath. The voice of God spoke with intimacy and intent. Genesis 1:26. Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish of the sea and the birds in the sky. The Creator reached into the earth he had formed and shaped from its dust, a figure silent, perfect, waiting. Then, bending low, he breathed into it his own breath. The lifeless form quickened, and man opened his eyes. For the first time, humanity beheld the face of God. In that instant, eternity met flesh. The heavens rejoiced. Man Adam was not a creature like the rest. He was the image-bearer of God himself. Intelligence, emotion, and will flowed within him, yet love desired companionship. So the Creator caused Adam to sleep, and from his side formed woman, not from his head to rule over him, nor from his feet to be beneath him, but from his rib, close to his heart. Together they reflected the fullness of his image, man and woman, united in purpose and grace. Genesis 1:27 says, So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. The Creator blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Genesis 1:28. He gave them dominion, stewardship, not dominance, to care for every living thing. The animals came before them to be named. The rivers flowed with provision, and the garden bloomed in divine perfection. Paradise had begun. As the sixth day drew to its close, the Creator looked over all he had made, the shining stars, the living seas, the fertile earth, and the beings who bore his breath. Genesis 1:31 records, God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And as the sun sank below the horizon, creation rested in the glow of divine satisfaction. The seventh dawn came not with thunder or command, but with silence, a silence alive with peace. The oceans rested, the skies cleared, and the earth stood still beneath the gaze of its Creator. Every blade of grass, every creature that breathed, every star that glimmered in the night reflected the same truth. Creation was complete. Genesis 2:2 tells us, By the seventh day God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day he rested from all his work. This was not rest from weariness, but rest in fulfillment. The Creator had spoken existence into perfection. His rest became a declaration, a divine pause that sanctified time itself. God blessed the seventh day, setting it apart as holy, a symbol of completeness and harmony. The rhythm of work and rest, creation and reflection, began here. The world breathed in sync with its Maker, and peace filled every corner of the earth. Genesis 2:3 says, Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. The Sabbath was born not as an end, but as a reminder. Rest was God's invitation to remember his sovereignty and delight in his creation. In that stillness, Adam and Eve walked in the garden with their Creator, surrounded by beauty, free from pain and fear. The story of creation was not only a beginning, it was the establishment of relationship between God and his world, between the Maker and his masterpiece. Set. From light to life, from dust to destiny, the story of creation reveals the heart of God, power, order, and love intertwined. Every mountain peak and every gentle breeze testifies to his artistry. Every heartbeat is proof that his breath still moves within his creation. As John 1:1 declares, In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That same Word still speaks today, creating light in every darkness and purpose in every soul willing to listen. Let's say, You were not an accident. You were not an afterthought. The same hands that shaped the galaxies formed you with intention. You are made in the image of the Creator, designed to reflect His light and walk in His love. Every sunrise that paints the sky is a reminder that His mercies are new every morning, and His voice still calls creation and you to life. If this story has stirred your heart, don't let it end here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to continue this journey through God's Word as we explore the next chapter, the fall of man. In that story, paradise will be tested, choice will bring consequence, and redemption will begin its timeless pursuit. Until then, remember, the same God who said, "Let there be light," still speaks light into every shadow today.